alpha male fragrances. So you want super manly, super masculine fragrances. Where do you start? I've compiled a small list here. And as always, if you're interested in any of the things that I mentioned, they are available as Amazon affiliate links down in the description below. Now, I'm going to start with an extremely luxurious option, which is from Parfums de Marly, Layton. Layton is a very popular option right now. For men, this is delicious. It is primarily a spicy fragrance for men, and yeah, it's really, really nice. It's super unique. I haven't smelled anything that's even remotely similar to this. So you have the spice notes, you have the citrus notes, then you have, blending those together just alone, automatically delicious. So because this is pretty spicy, it really tingles the nose. This is primarily best for colder weather or evening wear. Wearing this in the heat or the humidity would be a little bit too much, but cold weather, really, really good. It really warms up a lot, and projection is phenomenal. You just have to put on a few sprays of this, people across the room will be able to smell you. And besides the projection, of course, longevity is really good as well. Anything with the heavy notes like spices like this will last a pretty long time. I would say minimum 7 hours of longevity. And at the same time, it's a little bit refreshing as well because of the citrus notes. So it kind of has a little bit of everything. And of course, this is a very, very high quality option. Parfums de Marly, they're known for producing extremely high quality fragrances. So this is something you can rely on. This is something that is going to be good. It is on the more expensive side, so you have to watch out for that. But I would say it's pretty much worth it if you like this type of fragrance and you want something on the more luxurious niche side of things. Now, if you want to move on from that and get something that's more budget friendly and still very, very manly, I would say, of all things, Dylan Blue. Now, I know this is very, very popular, very popular men's fragrance, but it works. It really works. So this is under $100. It depends on the size of the bottle that you get, but generally under $100. And it's just nice. It's super fresh, super strong. It has a lot of different notes. It has, some mineral notes, some ocean notes, black pepper, oceanic notes. It's primarily a fresh fragrance, very sharp. So because it's so sharp, it's really good for warmer weather, summer days, that sort of thing. But it's versatile enough, you could pretty much wear it anytime, anywhere, even in the evening, even in the cold weather. So yeah, you can pretty much wear this anytime you want. And it's very reliable. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get something that will work really well, perform really well, and just in general, it's pleasant. Most people enjoy Dylan Blue. I haven't really come across people who say, I hate Dylan Blue, I can't stand Dylan Blue. This is more of an agreeable fragrance. You can't really go wrong with it. So again, pretty good overall option if you just have no idea what to get. Just a good, reliable option here. Then, if you want something really musky, really woodsy, serious, I would say Creed Royal Oud right here. So oud, obviously this has, some oud in it. Very strong, very strong. Now, oud is not a note for everybody. You kind of have to smell it for yourself and make sure that you like it, because it's a wood note, but it's a very musky type of wood. So, if you don't like that type of note, maybe steer clear of oud in general, but I would say this is a really, 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 attractive masculine fragrance. It is, when you wear this, people will not miss it. They will notice right away because it's not a mainstream scent, it's a little bit more on the niche side. So when you wear it, you will definitely very easily stand out. And I think oud is a very, very nice note, and it's also very strong. Now this, I would say, minimum 7 hours, 7 to 8. It's a little bit lighter than, Layton and that sort of thing. But in general, it's still really, really nice, really strong, kind of a dry wood sort of fragrance. Which I quite like. Kind of reminds me of the forest or something. But definitely a good option if you want something very different from what's mainstream. Then going into something that's a bit more popular but still very, very nice. This is Dior Homme Intense. So Dior Homme Intense is, I would say, one of my actual favorite men's fragrances for multiple reasons. I think it's really well balanced and it has some really nice notes. The notes that really stand out are the iris and the ambrette, which is also called musk mallow. So it's generally kind of a muskier fragrance with a touch of sweetness from the iris, but primarily this is on the muskier side. Now the word intense is in the title here. I've smelled a variety of Dior Hommes. I prefer the intense version the most, mainly because it's much stronger and it's, heavier and muskier and just has more character, I would say. And it's more of an evening fragrance or cold weather fragrance, but I would still say it's pretty versatile enough to wear in most scenarios, except maybe super hot and super humid weather. But that's like the only exception. So in general, this is a delicious, wonderful men's fragrance, super masculine. And even though it is more popular, more men are going to be wearing this, it's still pretty unique. It's still, just a very attractive fragrance. And really good longevity as well. Probably around 8 hours for this one. Then, another one that I think is quite a classic option for men. I have to mention this particular one, Creed Green Iris Tweed. So I think most people have probably heard of this one. It came out in the 80s, but it's still pretty relevant. This is one of Creed's, best-selling options for men. This is kind of a more of a green fragrance. It has some lemon verbena, some violet leaf, but then it's really grounded with some ambergris, which is a very, very musky note, and then some sandalwood. So you're primarily getting something that's very crisp and fresh that's mixed with heavy, heavy musk and wood notes. So it's also a little bit clean, because of that lemon verbena, kind of like aftershave or, something fresh like that. And then, like I said, you have the musk notes as well. So, apparently Cary Grant wore this, the kind of epitome of the masculine image. But this is, definitely a really, really nice option for men. If you're looking for something extremely elegant, sophisticated, fresh, but sturdy, kind of a no-nonsense sort of fragrance without being too loud, too crazy, So this is just very nicely balanced. Overall, pretty good longevity. Probably weaker than some of these other ones. I would say 6 to 7 hours, which is still pretty good. But this is just a nicely balanced, very nice men's fragrance overall. So that is pretty much my list of alpha male fragrances for men. Hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, of course, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.